Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another episode
Another episode.
of the weekly rundown.
You already know.
We have a show. I'm your host, Bobby Rassos, with the beautiful.
Mi amor.
How are you doing, mi amor?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm pretty good. Pretty good. It was a busy week.
Yeah, it has been a busy week. I agree with that. So we have some pretty crazy, interesting, exciting. I'm looking for another word for this. Kind of what's the word
Sad.
I'm looking for? Sad. I would say disappointing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. News for you.
Yeah, it's crazy. But Jeff Hardy, okay, earlier in the week, Jeff Hardy was sent home. Jeff Hardy has been released from WWE. That's our main story. Also, Johnny Gargano is a free agent. Okay, Johnny Gargano is a free agent. But back to Jeff Hardy. Earlier in the week, there was a video surfaced where Jeff Hardy was in a match, tag team match, on a live tour of WWE, and he decided to immediately just drop down off the apron, go into the crowd. However, we have a alternate video from a fan's perspective in which Jeff Hardy was actually a fan. So why don't we roll that and take a look at that?
I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't look all that bad to me. I mean, it could look worse.
I agree with you. Allegedly.
Allegedly, but I don't know. It's hard to tell.
It is hard to tell. We wish Jeff Hardy the best. We'll touch more on this topic soon. It's a very serious subject. A lot of wrestlers battle with this. Right here I have, boom,
Boom.
Moxley. It's not fun. It's not a funny topic. Moxley's in rehab right now.
Oh my gosh.
We're hoping that John Moxley gets
I'm
treatment.
sorry. I didn't mean to laugh at that. I was laughing because you were showing us your toys again.
Okay. Don't be laughing at my toys.
Jeez. He is sorry. Clearly, we obviously see how impactful and important this topic is.
Absolutely.
And sensitive topic. I agree. You know, but I mean, hopefully, I wish the best for Jeff Hardy as well. Hopefully, you know, he gets back on his feet and he gets through this and he's able to, you know, find the help that he needs. However, if this is like a whole like hoax or anything like that, and this is his way of getting out of, you know, a company, good luck with that too. I'm just
Oh man, we'll talk about that.
I'm just saying.
We'll talk about that in a little bit. We'll get back to that. There's much to talk about in that area. Let's talk about some highlights from the week. So, a lot is going on this past week. I did jot down some highlights that I do want to discuss. Number one, all right. So Miz and Edge has been confirmed for day one, WWE's first pay-per-view of the next year. Miz versus Edge. Are you excited to see that?
I'm excited to see Miz in the ring. And I'm super excited to see Edge fighting him because Edge is definitely going to give him a run for his money. And he's Edge. Like, it's going to be a good fight. Like, I really hope that no one comes out and breaks this fight up.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I mean, I would be really super, super disappointed, honestly.
Who do you think is going to win? Well, what do you think is going to happen with the match?
Okay, so I think I would like to see Edge win, but I would like to see The Miz win too, just because I feel like The Miz has been down for so long already. I feel like he deserves a win. I mean, do you not agree with me?
I agree. Um,
He comes out day in and day out and does whatever, the company tells him to do, because clearly he ain't wrestling.
right.
So, like, to see him come out and wrestle and do his stuff, like, I would like to see more of wrestling than more of, like, an actor, even though he's really good behind the mic.
I hear you. I hear you. Great wrestlers, by the way. I mean, of course, Edge is a legend. The Miz is not too far behind. I think it's a great matchup for these two to go toe to toe. I think they're equally ranked in terms of talent, in terms of I guess prestige,
Yeah, I agree.
achievements, and stuff like that. So definitely something to look forward to. Here's one. So MJF this past week on Dynamite, they were in Long Island, MJF's hometown. It was very interesting to see the crowd cheer for MJF. MJF was the hometown hero. Um, it was strange. I will say that.
Well, that's because we're used to seeing him as, like, the bad guy, the heel. Like, everybody's like, boo, but, like, there's, like, just, we all know, we watch this, we're fans, they're acting, like, the behind the scenes, they're probably, like, best of friends. Like, we really don't know that.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, if he was from my hometown, I'd be cheering him on too. It's probably somebody that I know, because if he's coming from a hometown, where does he come from, and how small is his hometown?
Right.
And, like, he's a professional wrestler. Like, people know him around the world.
Yeah.
He's not like one of those wrestlers that blend in to other people. You know what I mean?
I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you. Definitely. Trent of the Best Friends returned. I love the Best Friends.
I keep forgetting that I'm on camera.
How?
Just because, like, I'm so used to just, like, doing the podcast with you and just being on the mic, like, for a second, like, after we started.
Well, look into the camera. Don't look at me. Jeez.
Stop. I'm looking at you because I'm talking to you, dork.
Look at the listeners.
Sorry. And that's the hard part, is to look at the camera when I'm doing this. That's what I was getting to say before he rudely interrupted me.
Okay. Well, like I said, Trent, the Best Friends. Did you miss Trent? I miss Trent.
I miss the Best Friends.
Yeah. Them being together.
I miss seeing, like, their whole get up coming out.
Right.
Best Friends, like, they look like the Step Brother movie. They're, like, hugging each other. One of them looks like my son, so that's, like, really weird. Is that what my son's gonna be doing when he gets older?
Oh,
Acting like a big baby? I mean, no, I'm just playing. That was a joke. That was a bad joke. Okay.
Cody Rhodes has announced that he has been offered a championship opportunity for Sammy Guevara's TNT Championship.
Whoa.
Good match, bad match, match you don't want to see.
I don't know. This should be very interesting. Like, this is a strange match to me. What about you? You don't think it's something? It's unusual. I like it. I like unusual.
I think that it's going to be a good match. Of course, Sammy Guevara is one of the best in the world.
In the world, he is the best in the mother world.
I don't think he's the best in the world, but I think he's one of the best.
Then don't say that.
So he's one of the best.
One of the best.
Yeah.
Sorry, I messed it up.
Man, come on, man.
I'm trying to eat the rest of my candy without chewing it.
So it's a match you want to see, right?
Yes.
Okay. It's a match I want to see too. Paul Heyman appeared to have been saved by Brock Lesnar on SmackDown this week. If you didn't see it, I thought it was pretty interesting. He's in the ring. It was funny. It was funny. Brock Lesnar comes down. Sami Zayn's in the ring in a wheelchair. And lo and behold, as Sammy's approaching Paul Heyman, appears to be getting ready to hit him, saying, Roman Reigns is in here, the Usos is in here, you're by yourself. Brock Lesnar comes out. So I thought that was pretty cool, and I love the storyline, how they intertwine Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, and Paul Heyman. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like that too. I don't know what's going on with Sami Zayn being in that mix. I don't really like that storyline, honestly. Like, it's just very strange to me, and I feel like they're putting Brock wherever they could find a spot.
Yeah, I think it's comedy. I think it's there's a bit of comedy involved because Sami Zayn is funny, but I like it. I like it.
I like Brock Lesnar as more of like a serious kind of guy. Like I feel like they're taking all these guys who have like different potential, like they're stronger in other things, and putting them in this weird role.
right,
And it's kind of like, okay, how did he get here?
right.
Yeah. So I don't really know. I mean, I could be wrong. We have different opinions, but I don't know.
Tony Storm, the number one contender for Charlotte Flair's SmackDown Championship.
Number one contender.
What are your What are your thoughts about Tony Storm?
I like her. Charlotte Flair, huh? Number one contender for Charlotte Flair.
That's right.
That is right. Come on. Okay, so now I don't feel so bad eating on camera because he's showing you his gummy bears. Yes, this is the All About Wrestling podcast where all wrestling fans are welcomed.
And
Even when they show us their gummy bears and their wrestling toys.
That's right.
So I have some pretty interesting wrestling toys that I had a chance to come across recently on my Instagram. And if you are not aware, Mi Amor just opened up a new Instagram for the All About Wrestling podcast. And if you don't follow, make sure you follow me. Okay.
What's the Instagram?
Hold on, give me a second. Obviously, it's that fresh. It's Mi Amor. That's MIAMOR_AAW on Instagram. Okay. So if you don't follow me. I'll be sharing different things than Bobby Rassel's over here. I will be sharing women wrestling. I will be sharing polls about that. I don't really know what my niche is yet for this. So with that being said, if you guys would like to shoot us a DM on the regular All About Wrestling podcast. Do you want to see women wrestlers? Do you want to see information? Like, tell me what you guys want to see. I don't want to be like kind of whack on mine, you know?
I doubt that.
We'll figure it out. I'm trying to get it together and see what everyone really wants to see.
You got this.
I got this.
That's right. We saw the AEW debut of Hook from Team Taz. He defeated Fuego del Sol. Great match. I think the fans were really into it. Maybe a little bit too into it. Hook. So that was pretty cool.
Who is that? Like,
so if you think of Team Taz, he is the younger guy. He's the younger kid. He wears T-shirts. Looks very, very young. He does have wrestling ability, as we saw. Pretty cool debut. He's 1-0 in AEW. It's the first time we've ever seen him fight.
Pretty cool. I'm looking forward to it.
He's very well known by the fans. So, pretty interesting. All right.
I kind of feel like my camera needs to be adjusted one day.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So, we are going to talk about Jeff Hardy.
Yes, please, because we all know that Jeff Hardy is the number one talk of the wrestling news these days, and he's going through a lot.
He is. It's pretty sad. We know that Jeff Hardy has had a history of substance abuse. We've always wished well for Jeff Hardy. So, like I said earlier, he was sent home from a WWE live event this past weekend. In the first video, he was seen leaving a live match, just hopping down off the apron, jumping into the crowd, security chasing after him like, whoa, you can't do that. He hops the barricade, and that's the end. And then I'm going to play this video again, try to get different perspective on this. What are your thoughts? And let's roll.
Thank you so much for coming out to
So there you see, like, it was a crazy, crazy video. What's your perspective, man? More like, um, first of all,
I think he's like, he definitely is drunk.
allegedly.
Allegedly, he's acting drunk.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at the screen and I'm on live, y'all. Okay, I'm a little bit hype. Okay, so yeah, he definitely looks drunk.
Okay, so to you, he appears to be drunk. Do you think this is normal behavior or abnormal behavior?
I don't really know. Like, he looks like he's stumbling. I don't think this is abnormal behavior. I think it's weird that his music isn't playing. You know, it's
Right.
really hard to tell. It's really hard to tell.
Um, are we surprised? Are we surprised? We did do a poll on Instagram. Are we surprised that Jeff Hardy has relapsed, unfortunately? And amazingly, it's split 50-50. Shocked about Jeff Hardy's relapse, 50-50%. Um, are you
Wow.
shocked? Are you let
Um,
down, disappointed? How do you feel about that?
I mean, I'm not shocked because he probably struggles, you know, with this every day. You know, like, we're fans. We're people. You know, we have to really understand that. We have to really understand that people, they're people. You know what I mean? Like, they have things that they struggle with every single day. So we don't know what goes on behind closed doors. You know.
I hear you. We also did another poll, and you know, this is a good question. Are we closer to seeing a Hardy Boys reunion? 86% said yes, we are closer to seeing a
They
Hardy Boys
said,
reunion.
hell yes.
So, we all know Matt Hardy is in AEW. Jeff Hardy just released by WWE. So, is there a chance that Jeff Hardy could go to AEW, reunite with his brother on TV? Um, how do you feel about that? Also, I want to explore the possibility that perhaps this was staged. Perhaps this was premeditated. We know that Jeff Hardy signed a contract, an extension with WWE. He was due to stick around for years. Do we think that there's the possibility that this was planned, Myanmar?
Definitely. I agree. There's a definitely possibility that this was planned. And I mean, if it was planned, very smart plan, kind of. Besides the whole reputation thing, because I mean, you know, I think he really has to worry about that. But if it was planned and he's like, you know, he eventually tells someone like, "Yo, I did that because." See, I'm sorry, guys. Like, it's hard for me to concentrate on the camera. That's what I was trying to tell you earlier. It's hard for me to concentrate on the camera because I'm so used to being on the mic and the camera not being here. So bear with me. It's gonna take some time for me to actually look at the camera and be like, "Hey, y'all." Okay, so just give me a little bit.
uh, I'm gonna say that I kind of think that this was planned. I kind of think the fact that you turn down treatment. Okay, if I'm Jeff Hardy and I see the current state of what's going on in my business, mind you, I signed an extension. I'm trying to get out. I have treatment lined up. If I go to treatment through WWE, I'm stuck with WWE. This is my perspective. Um, I mean,
I think Jeff was like, his brother told him, and like, "Hey man, like, I love it here, you know, I am having such a great time, the people are great." And he was like, "For real?" because I'm having a problem with this person, and this guy, he don't want to let me do my thing, and like maybe it's something like that. And he was like, yo, I definitely need a way out. What do I do?
Right.
Well, I had a drug problem, not drug problem, I had a alcohol problem before. Like, let me see what I can do with that. Like, it's not a stupid thing, but I think it's kind of a sensitive thing because he has to worry about his reputation,
Here's
and he's
another
going to be
question.
known as the alcoholic.
Here's another question. Will Jeff Hardy have issues signing in AEW? Okay.
No.
Hear me out. According to Dave Meltzer on Wrestling Observer newsletter, AEW might hesitate in signing Jeff Hardy because of Hardy's refusal to get help for his personal problems. If this is true, will Tony Khan have an issue? What are your thoughts?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
Why?
I just think that there's so many ways around it. And I think, given who he is, and it's really all about who you know. And Jeff Hardy has a really good reputation, though, besides, what people go through naturally.
He does.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and he looks like a pretty cool dude, and they already have his brother there. So who's to say, like, he was like, yo, if your brother does get let go, I'll pick him up in a heartbeat. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I don't know. Come on. We're all humans. Like, here I go, not talking to the camera again. Sorry. It's going to take some time. Yeah. So that's how I feel about it anyway.
All right. So let's fantasy world. Okay. Who would you like to see? Let's say Hardy Boys reunited in AEW. Of course, they can't use the Hardy Boys name. They'll be the Hardy Brothers, Brotherhood Hardy or something like that. How many amazing tag team matches could we see? We know they're a lot older, right? We know their capabilities at their old age. We can still see some great matches from the Hardy Boys. But just think, if you had to pick one team in AEW to go against the Hardy Boys, who would you pick?
One team
One team.
in AEW.
Yes. Just think of all the...
There's so many good ones. Like, it's really hard.
It is. It's very hard.
Let me see. I'm trying to think. Or why don't you say yours first, and I'm gonna think about mine.
Hands down, gotta be the Young Bucks. The Young Bucks versus the Hardy Boys.
Or the Lucha guys.
The Lucha Bros.
The Lucha Bros. Yeah, that's a good one too.
It is. It
because
definitely is.
When I think about the Lucha Bros and when I think about the Hardy Boys, I think about like a lot of acrobats going on for whatever reason, because they don't mind flipping off shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Minister Kid, what's going on? We're talking about Jeff Hardy potentially going to AEW. We're trying to look at different perspectives. Who do you think will be a great matchup for the Hardy Boys in AEW? Of course, I picked the Young Bucks. Meow Moore picks the Lucha Bros. Great thoughts going forward. I would definitely like to see him in AEW. Matt's there. Why not?
Yeah. They're great. Menace the Kid. Do you guys think AEW has too many former WWE talents? I don't. I think that they should be very selective on who they pick up, but I think who they have now is a very good group. And I like that they are doing that, because they're showing them how valuable that they are to another person, and I think that they deserve that. So yeah, I don't think that they have too many. I think that they have more actually. But there's so much great talent out here, and I love that they're also picking up fresh talent so they could, show people that there is potential out here. So yeah, there's a lot of wrestling, indie wrestlers who are really good.
Yeah, the Hardys did face the Young Bucks back in TNA and Ring of Honor. It would be great to see that in today's time. Of course, the Hardys are much older. But, I mean, this is AEW. It would be great to see. I do not think that they have too many former WWE talents only because of the way that they're being booked.
Well, it's crazy because you wouldn't even realize how much talent they have behind those doors because we don't see everybody, you know, on one episode like of Rampage or Dynamite. We see them periodically. They're not always out. So it goes to show you, you know, what a great company that they have so much talent behind those doors, and they're able to put them where they belong on certain nights.
Right. Right.
And they give them the freedom because clearly we know that they're not working that often, but they give them the freedom to go other places to do their thing. You know what I mean? Like, what company does that? I've never heard of a company like that.
And the booking, the storylines are amazing. Look at Miro, aka Rusev, WWE. His story, his character is great. Like the fact that he's ruthless. He's already had TNT Championship once, and this is a prediction, folks. I do believe Miro is going to be the first two-time TNT champion. Okay, jumping past, you know, everybody else. I think Miro has what it takes. I think his character just speaks volumes. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. We just talked about this, right? Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. I think that they're very good at what they do, and I think that they should continue to pick up this talent because where are they gonna go? You know what I mean? Do great things. That's all I'm saying.
Minister Kid, can you guys believe that WWE released over 70 wrestlers in 1 year? Absolutely, we can believe it because...
Absolutely, we can believe it. It's WWE. They don't give a crap about you. I'm sorry. Those are my final thoughts. No, I'm just playing. No, but for real, I feel like they don't know what they have, you know? And I feel like they've been around for so long that this has become like a well-oiled machine for them. And when I say that, I'm saying that like, you know, respectfully, but you know, you guys are taking these guys for granted. And yeah, so why not have someone else come and pick them up and show them, you know, what they're worth and what they can really do because they're great.
Okay, so Minister Kid says Cody Rhodes was the first TNT champion. All right, I don't remember that. Who did he beat? Who did he beat twice to become the TNT champion?
Did he fight Jericho one time?
No.
No? I don't know.
Not for that.
I don't really know, honestly. Like, that's not a question
I don't recall
for
him
me.
beating two people to become the TNT champion twice.
I don't really know. You have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You send that to us because I don't remember anyone being TNT champion twice.
Brody Lee.
Brody Lee. You might have something there. Was it Brody? Brody Lee. Look at me, I'm more.
No, that wasn't me. That was Minister Kid. He's in the chat.
Oh, I thought that was you.
What the heck? Oh my god.
Brody Lee. You're right, Minister Kid.
He
That
ain't even
slipped my
paying
mind.
attention, yo.
I'm sorry, man. I'm over here doing
He
multiple
hyped.
things.
He's like, yeah, you got something right. I'm gonna take your credit, Minister Kid.
Like, I'm over here. I'm eating gummy worms.
Oh my god, that's so funny. If I'm looking down, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the chat. That's so funny. Oh my god. Menace _ the kid. Follow him on Instagram.
Absolutely.
He is our #1 fan.
Yes, Minister Kid, you want to call in and let the listeners know where you are? It's up to you. No pressure. No pressure. It's been a great show, mi amor.
Yes, it has. I gotta adjust my camera somehow that I can stay focused on the camera. I gotta look up. I gotta sit straight. I gotta be all proper over here.
Oh my gosh, you're too much.
Oh, I'm not. I'm just the contenders like to hear our, human side too. We're not all business all the time.
No, I hear you.
Business, fun. So.
All right. Any last words?
Any last words? Yes. Make sure you guys follow my Instagram. It's miamor_AAW. Follow.
It's actually scrolling.
Share.
It's actually scrolling below right now. If you look below.
Yay! So just follow us. We're on all streaming platforms. We now have our own YouTube channel.
Boom.
And I promise I'm going to get better with looking at you guys in the eyes.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we will be back next week, Sunday. Make sure you tune in for the weekly rundown. And don't forget, January 30th is our debut of our new show on YouTube, the All About Wrestling podcast, Briefing.
Subscribe, share, and spread the good news. We are not your average wrestling podcast.
That's right. Till next time, folks.